juice. What's the word? You're not tuned into Got the Juice, where the real ones stay in motion and the underground don't sleep. We're tapping into the hardest artists, breaking down bars, and putting the culture on notice for who's next in the music scene. If you're located in the Midwest and you're needing some engineering, some recording, or any type of music production, tap into Genie Mixed It. We're actually in a studio right now, so his contact information will be listed down below. I also want to give a shout out to Pixel Boss Productions. If you're looking for music videos, promo videos, photography, whatever you need, his link will also be in the description below. Today we got a very special guest in the building. He comes straight out of the heartland of the Midwest. Some of you may know him as ZayK. Some of you may know him as the Golden Child. Some of you may know him for his loyalty. But without further ado, ZayK's in the building.
What's good? What's good, man? What's poppin', man?
Thank you for popping out today.
Yeah.
I'm getting money, I'll make a distance. That shit petty. Bossed them up like UPS Expressway right back to the city. Heard the eyes smell hella pressure.
How long was the drive?
About like 2.5 hours.
Damn, 2.5 hours. Shit.
Nothing too bad though. I be coming back and forth a lot, so.
Be coolin', yeah.
Cool.
You been rapping for a minute, right?
Since about like, I'd say since 2021 for real. When I started taking more serious. Well, really 2021, 2022.
Bet. Let the people know where you're from before we get real deep in this shit.
I'm from Lincoln, Nebraska, to be exact. I'm from Lincoln, Midwest, like you said, heartland of the Midwest, for real.
Yep, and that shit ain't no joke. I know you in the comments are gonna say some shit as soon as, he said Lincoln, but like we said, there's a trench everywhere. So, how was it growing up in Lincoln? Have you always lived there?
Yeah, I always lived in Lincoln. It was pretty cool. It's pretty good, Like, everybody's kind of close. Like, you find your group of people, you stick with them on the same
For sure.
rec centers, everybody hooping and stuff like that.
For sure.
I ain't really getting into music till, like, later, but other than that, it was pretty cool. Around my people and stuff.
Growing up as a kid, do you remember, like, an area specifically or, like, a street in Lincoln where you were like, damn, like, they got motion over there?
And they got motion. Growing up, I was really on the south side mostly growing up. So this was around like S Street, because that was the rec center over there.
For sure.
So then when I started playing basketball, because mostly when we was younger, everybody was playing basketball and stuff. And that's where the top hoopers would go, either F Street on the south side or on the north side,
sure.
our Salvation Army. So that's like over there by 33rd and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I say either by like 13th and F or over there on 33rd.
Bad. So that's where the motion, is it still there, you think?
Yeah.
It's still over there?
Yeah, it's still there, of course.
I just wanted to make sure that,
city on a lock.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. Growing up as a kid, do you remember the first time, like, you were listening to some shit and you were like, oh, like, this motherfucker's rapping? I can tell you who it was for me. I remember I was in, like, 8th grade, maybe 7th grade, and my brother, so I got an older brother, right? Mm-hmm. He's like, I don't know, he's probably like 30, late 30s right now. But he was like the music head. Yeah. And he was putting me on, like, I remember the first time he played Wheezy, like Wayne, like old school Wayne, like mixtape Wayne.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, oh shit, like, this motherfucker is rapping. And like, he's rapping. Do you remember who it was or what?
It probably had to be Wayne too,
Wayne,
I'm not gonna lie. Either Wayne or like maybe some Jay-Z, like when he was in his what tape was that? Maybe like the Blueprint.
Yeah, for sure.
Something like that. Yeah. Or I'd say A$AP Rocky, like his
the one with the flag.
When he was coming out, I forgot what it was. He was coming out the store on the corner. Lord Pretty Flock.
Oh yeah. Was there anybody big from Nebraska in the rap scene? You know what? Before you answer that question, I just found out that the movie Belly was filmed in Nebraska.
I ain't even.
You seen that movie Belly with DMX and Nas?
Yeah, I ain't even know
that shit was filmed in Omaha.
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, because they were in the movie. If you guys haven't watched the movie, it's got DMX and Nas. There's a couple of people, famous people there in that shit too, but they're like moving packs from like New York to Nebraska. I guess Nebraska at the time was like untouched. Yeah. So they were just moving packs through Nebraska and Omaha, which is crazy. I didn't know. I watched it. I didn't even know the movie was in there. I watched it last night. I was like, damn, what? You know?
For real.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. Do you remember like the song specifically or anything like that where you were like, oh yeah, this motherfucker's rapping for sure? Either one, Wheezy or
Weezy. It'll probably have to, honestly, it'll probably be like a Millie or something like that.
a Millie.
Yeah, it'll probably be something like that. Or, what was it, Fireman?
Yeah, Fireman.
Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah.
That shit's hard. Where do you think your love for music started? It's one thing to listen to like somebody and like realize they're rapping right,
Yeah.
but where do you think the love to like want to make music, or you know, just the love of music, I guess, is the easiest way to describe it.
Yeah. I would say like, well, I always listen to music. You know, everybody listen to music. But
Yeah, yeah.
I think the love came when I started listening to like actual artists talk about things that they're going through and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So it wasn't just like music; it's like venting too.
Yeah.
So that made me want to do it too, cause it's like a way out, you know, a way to vent and stuff.
Yeah. Do you so you're looking at the music like therapy,
Yeah.
real therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know on your new project that you dropped most recently, it's called Golden Child, for those that don't know.
Yeah. Go
right?
stream that Golden
Yeah,
Child.
go stream that shit. All platforms, right?
Yeah,
all
all
platforms.
platforms.
It starts off with a real deep message.
Yeah.
It's Swag's message,
Yeah.
right? Can you let me and the viewers know who Swag is?
So Swag, he was one of my homeboys. He passed away in 2021.
R.I.P. for sure.
Yeah, so like the message is really just about like, you know, focusing on the grind, like focuses on actually doing something with your life, getting your people somewhere stable, getting your people somewhere like be proud of where you're going, stuff like that. So he's been gone for it's almost like 4 years now. So I feel like putting that message in there, like it starts off a strong message, like you know what the whole tape's gonna be kind of about just off that message.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, it was just like a motivational, but also like damn, you know.
Yeah. Do you think he's always been like that, or do you think it took him a little bit to like get that mindset, to go through a bunch of shit to get that mindset?
He been through shit for sure, but
Yeah.
I feel like he always had that head on his shoulders, like you feel me.
You
Like,
almost
always had on mine.
You always kind of like in your group of friends, you always got that one who's like,
Yeah.
we got to change this shit. Or
Yeah.
like we got to, you know, stop doing some shit and go that way, you know?
Yeah.
I really like that intro too, because like you said, I think it set the tone for the album. I think it leads into the next question of why Golden Child? Like why did you give it that name, and why do you feel like you are the Golden Child? You know?
Yeah. So like for the tape, well, I already had all the songs. It was just like I couldn't think of a name. I'm like, damn, should I try this? I first I forgot what I was gonna name it. It was gonna be like Went Ghost or something like that, like a song off the tape already.
Gotcha.
And I was gonna have that as the title.
Yeah.
But I was like, nah, like that doesn't cover everything I wanted to cover.
Yeah.
So then I dropped a song. Well, I did a music video first called Chosen One.
Okay.
I dropped that in like, I want to say maybe in September, October, something like that. And then from there, I was like, Chosen One, like, people in my city always say I was the chosen one, you know, like friend group, my parents, you feel me, my pops, stuff like that, chosen one. So I got that name, like I didn't give myself that name. So I just went with that. And I was like, you know, like, Golden Child.
Yeah.
And you feel me? Starting from young, like I was always destined to be something more.
Yeah.
So like that just covers the whole album. And then Golden Child, you know, growing up, everything you go through, that's putting all that into the music and stuff. So Golden Child, all your trauma, all your love, heartbreaks, all that stuff.
That was my next question I was gonna ask you when I was going through the tracks on the album. I was blaring that shit in my house too. You know, like nobody was there, so I just had that bitch all the way up. I could see the pattern of like pain, like brokenheartedness and that kind of stuff. You know, on the album too, you mentioned I think it was Newski, right?
Yeah.
Let them know who Newski is.
Newski, that was my homeboy. Newey. He passed 2023 in September 9th, and he was just like. He just always believed in me in this shit. So like even before, like right before he passed, we was talking about like future stuff and his music shit. So like he's like a big motivation for me. And I was already like when he passed, I was already going through some stuff already, like a heartbreak and stuff, and then just like other stuff. So when he passed, it was just like more onto that. And like the thing is, when people pass or when you lose someone, like it can either make or break you, you know?
Yeah.
So instead of like trying to find ways to cope or like coping in like negative ways, like I use that as motivation and just like ways to keep his name alive and stuff.
Yeah.
So like
you mentioned him in a couple songs
like,
too.
And most of my songs I try to mention him or like something he did or said.
Yeah.
Real 33rd legend too.
Oh, real
Yeah,
33rd. So
33rd
he had the
legend.
motion over there, is what
Yeah,
you're
real
saying?
33rd legend.
Yeah, that shit's dope. I'm not trying to compare the album or the music, right? Because you're your own artist and you
Yeah.
got your own sound, right? But it does remind me of like Dirk.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like Dirk raps a lot about pain and a lot about the shit that he goes through. Would he be like, you know, I know he's in jail in the feds right now, but
Yeah.
if you see this Dirk, would you ever do a song with him? Is he an inspiration to you? You think you listen to him and be like,
Yeah.
I fuck with his shit, you know?
Yeah, like I listened to Dirk a lot growing up, so like it was definitely an inspiration, especially seeing like from like when he first started, how he changed his sound like multiple times.
Yeah.
You feel me? Still going up.
Yeah.
And then when he started talking more about pain, like I related to it, so I was like, I want to create something where people could relate to too.
Yeah.
Like, people listening relate to that, and they able to feel that too. So
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
For sure. Shout out to Smirk. Free Smirk, you know?
Yeah, free Smirk.
With that being said, I'm going to give you a list of artists,
Uh-huh.
and I want you to choose who you think is the better artist and tell me why. If you listen, hopefully you listen to the music. You know?
Yeah.
If not, this shit might be a bust, you know? The first on the list is Ralo Rodriguez or No Cap. And if you don't listen to either one of them,
I listen to, I say Rilo.
why do you think he's better than No Cap? And they're like twins too, like they hang out and shit.
Yeah,
you know?
like I feel like both of their punchlines is like pretty much equivalent.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But it's just the way that Rilo fits in the pocket more. Like when
Yeah.
he raps, the way he
Yeah.
fits in the pocket. I feel like the only thing that really No Cap got on him is maybe his like his pronunciation, like his clear like.
Sometimes it's hard to hear, like
Yeah.
understand what he's saying,
Yeah.
what Rallo's saying. Yeah, I fuck with both of them. That's
Yeah,
why I
for
wanted
sure.
to see what you thought. You know. Let's see the other one. The other one is we already know. You said Smirk
Yeah.
or Young Boy.
I smirk.
Yeah, but here's the thing though, right? As a person who loves music and listens to music, and I'm from Illinois. I'm like the Chicagoland area.
Yeah.
So like, I've been listening to Dirk since like 2011.
Yeah.
Like just like when he popped off, everybody else popped off. It was like a year before that.
Yeah.
And so I love his music. He's
Yeah.
like one of my top fives, right? But then I clearly remember listening to Young Boy at a certain point. And then, you know, they got their shit going on or whatever. So as a fan, you got to pick a side, right? Whether you say you don't want to, you have to. You got to pick a side.
I fuck with a lot of like Young Boy's old music.
Yeah.
But like you could tell like back then, like I feel like he had more fun with it back then. So like it's still pretty good, but I feel like back then he had more fun with it, so it made it more entertaining to listen to.
For sure.
Now I just feel like he just be dropping.
Yeah, yeah. The next one is Bryson Tiller or Rod Wave. And the reason why I'm asking you this is because I feel like your music, right? You talk about pain, like getting brokenhearted, whether that's going through life situations or like through it with the female.
Yeah.
Bryson makes songs for guys going through female shit.
Yeah.
And Rod Wave makes songs just about pain and like going through that shit. So I feel like I could ask you that question just because you kind of are in both lanes of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I fuck with both of them, but like I'm not gonna lie, I probably had to give it to Bryson Tiller.
You like Bryson Tiller over Rod Wave?
Like, yeah, just because I feel like he would be more versatile on any other beat.
For sure.
Cause like Bryson Tiller he could sing for real too.
Yeah.
And then if he needs to rap, he could rap too.
Yeah.
Like, mostly Rod Waves, he just does like singing.
Like singing and stuff.
So.
Yeah. Yup. You know how we're talking about lyrics and what they kind of do. I want to go through and break down some of your lyrics, right? And I don't know if anybody's ever done. I mean, your homies probably do that to you, right? But as a person who you don't know, this means I'm really listening to your shit, right?
Yeah.
One of the first lyrics that I heard was, "Always love a badder bitch, won't treat." And if I listen wrong, let me know. Correct me, right?
Sure.
Always love a badder bitch, won't treat you average. Lover boy, so you get mad at me. I hang around with savages.
Yeah.
Explain that shit. You know, that's just hard.
Yeah. So like, I feel like a lot of people interpret it like when I get a new girl, like I always love my last girl. But I didn't say it like that. I meant it as like, you get one bad girl, you can get another bad girl. You feel me?
Yeah.
So like, all right, she did me wrong, but I can always love someone else. Like, that's not stopping my way to love just because I'm not fucking with this person no more.
Yeah.
And And then like, yeah, I'm not gonna treat you average.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm a real lover boy, so
Yeah.
I don't treat girls average because I feel like I gotta make sure you straight.
You mentioned on one of the lines too is like, I'm gonna get you out that Shein so you
Yeah.
don't dress like other bitches.
Yo,
you know?
bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then just like I hang around a lot of people like that, like, you know.
Yeah.
So like savage. Not, I wouldn't say like savages, but like
we'll
you
just
know,
say in the streets.
Yeah, like in the streets. So yeah, I'm a lover boy, but like
Yeah.
more than that too.
And they be hating that shit.
Yeah, like they just want you to be a lover boy the whole time. Like I can't do that.
Yeah, I fuck with that. The next one is expensive pain. I know I'm coping. Stab me in my heart. Scars open. Now I'm broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like this is when I was going through a heartbreak.
Got you.
So
man, I'd always be. Was it a woman? Was it a girl?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. They always get you like that.
So like, just like expensive pain, like to spend money, like shit. I'm getting money. Like, my heart broke. She broke my heart. Cool. Like I just focus on getting money, music and stuff, and then spending on clothes, spending on things I like. So like, yeah, just coping through that, and then you just stabbed me in my heart. Yeah. Like I didn't fully heal from it. It's more like a scar, I guess you could say.
Yep. All right. Keep it real. Not like I be counting the favors I give them. I just want to know how it feel. But if I get left alone, at least I know I can count on my steel.
Yeah.
I think that might go over people's heads.
Yeah.
That shit is hard because like it's for me, right? When I heard that, I was like, damn, like if I do a favor for somebody, if I do multiple favors for somebody, it's not like I sat there and I went home and I was like, damn, I did this and this for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I'll help you again if you need it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So when you said that, I was like,
yeah, that was like really the point. Like I'm not counting favors.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm like a real loyal person.
Yeah.
Like if you're one of my people, like I always got you.
Yeah.
Whatever you need, if I got it, I'm gonna make sure you straight.
Yeah.
But it's like, damn, you can't, like, who got me sometimes,
Oh, that's that part.
Yeah,
so
like,
I want to know how it feels.
Yeah, like,
okay.
I want to know how it feels. It's not like I'm counting the favors.
Yeah.
But like, damn, I want to know how I feel too.
Yeah.
Like having someone like me.
Yeah.
In my corner,
For sure.
And then like if I get left all alone, at least I can always count on myself to make shit shake for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit was hard when I heard that.
Appreciate that, bro.
That shit was hard.
Most people fuck with that song hella too.
Yeah, that shit's hard. All right, the next one is, went so deep inside that water, they know I'm the one who's going to catch the wave.
Yeah.
I think that might go over somebody's head
too,
you know? But
yeah, I just feel like you just went so deep in that water, like I got into the action. You feel me? What a lot of people scared to do, I went and did it. And then people didn't say too much because they knew like, yeah, like he's going to be the one to make it out. So like when I thought about like catching a wave, I kind of thought of like surfers. And like I went into that water, but I'm going to catch the wave. Like I'm not going to drown. I'm not going to.
Do you feel like, not just with their homies and shit, but like maybe just like in your life in general, whether it be with girls or be with family, you feel like that? Like you feel like you're always the one that's like, damn, I gotta make something shake. Like I gotta help my mom, or I gotta go do this, and then no one's actually checking up on ZayK.
People be checking up on me, like some people. It was just more like growing up, Like everybody focused on, the thing is everybody got their own life, so like
For sure.
I don't expect no one to check up on me, and I'm already not like you feel me, like an open person.
Yeah,
that's what I do with music.
Yep.
But so I'll say like, really like the people that check up on me probably the most was my pops and stuff like that. Like sometimes, but like more now and stuff.
The next one is, they say that drugs are never healthy. I feel like love's worse.
Yeah.
I mean, that shit's hard.
Yeah.
That's self-explanatory.
Yeah.
I think, that shit's pretty hard.
Yeah, cause like I always tell people like falling in love, that's like a drug itself.
Yeah.
Like so then imagine like breaking up with that person, losing that person. They not dead, but it feel like they dead. You can't get that person back.
Yeah.
You're going through withdrawals.
Yeah.
Like, that shit feel the exact same.
Yeah. I can see that though. I mean,
Yeah.
shit, that shit is like a drug. You move in with them, next thing you know, they're calling 12. You gotta pack all your shit.
You gone. You
Yeah,
out of there.
you gotta get out of there.
You out of there.
Yeah, nah, that shit's funny. There's how many songs on the album? 16, right?
I think it's 15,
15?
but like 2 of them are just like the audio tracks, so it's
Gotcha.
really like 13 songs.
Got you. How long did it take you to do the project?
Like make every song or put them all together.
Just like the whole, from start to finish, like a couple months,
so
a
like
year.
I feel like when I was making the songs, I wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna drop this as a tape. Like I was just making the songs. When I'm done writing them, I go record them, boom, boom. And then it was like towards like this year August, cause like some of those songs are from 2024, like December 2024 and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like, 20 wait. Nah, I'm tripping. 2023.
Okay,
December
yeah, 2025 now. Yeah.
December 2023.
Yeah.
So like August 2024, I was like, you know, I gotta give people something. I ain't dropped a tape in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give them a tape. I went through all my music, trying to decide like what do I want to drop, what type of like way I'm trying to go with the tape, like, what I want people to get from the tape.
Yeah.
So like from that, it was probably like a month and a half just coming up with the songs. I had so many unreleased songs in the vault. It was just coming up with the songs and stuff, really.
But do you have like, you got a buddy that does your engineering, you got like a studio you go to, or you doing it at the crib? Where you doing it at?
Yeah, so like some of them songs I recorded at the crib, and then some of those songs like one of my close friends is my engineer.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, it's a CK the engineer.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah, so like he be mixing most of my stuff. So we more like a team.
Okay.
You know, we got a couple other people too. We're more like a team trying to build everything together and stuff like that. So some I recorded at the crib, some I recorded at his crib.
Got you. What would you say are your favorites on the album? Because I got my favorites, but what are your favorites, you think?
Favorite? I feel like it be changing like almost every day.
You want me to? I'll tell you which ones I got. Which ones are my favorite. You think about it and say some, and then I'll just tell you right now. Right? Swag's Message is not even a song, but I fuck with that.
Yeah.
I fuck with the message. Right? Pray for Me. That song is crazy.
Appreciate that.
Drive Me Crazy.
Yeah.
I've also noticed like you got like, I don't want to say samples because I don't know if they are, but that like melodic, you know, chorus type. I like that shit. That was good. Give it all, or Gave It All. That song's hard. What other one? Reasons, of course. Do you consider that the single of the album?
Yeah, like a lot of people listen to that one when Ghost and Old Days.
Yep.
Yeah. So I say my favorite probably Drive Me Crazy. Old Days, because I feel like it was just a different type of beat from every other song.
That's what I noticed that too. It's more like a calmer beat, I think.
It's a dance hall beat.
Oh, not that one. Sorry, I was confusing it with
Gave It All.
Yeah.
Gave It All is just really like calm beat. I think that's like I forgot what it is. I feel like it's like a Bryson Tiller Drake beat.
What got you into in the mindset to do like a dance hall beat? Tell me, do you know, like, where you from? Like,
I'm from Haiti.
That's crazy.
Caribbean.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like we don't do that. Like they don't do dance hall.
None of the hip dancing and shit. Yeah.
But like dance hall is a big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just trying new things for.
Have you done multiple different like genres of music? Or has it always been like just rap, or have you done like any type of singing music or any type like that?
Nah, not really any singing.
No, just rapping.
Yeah,
just rapping. Beat wise, is that the first like dance hall type song you made?
Nah. I got something somewhere like in the vault.
Yeah.
I did probably a while ago. It's not, cause I already listened to the music a lot, so I got a lot of the beats and stuff.
Yeah. What's coming up going into 2025? For those that might not know,
we got a show. My first headline show.
Yep.
February 8th at the Bourbon, and like right now it's gonna be deep. Like biggest show in the city, for sure. So like, I'm focusing heavy on that.
Yeah.
Like it's my first headlining show, and that's like the venue is like where all the artists that come from out of town, you know, like all the big artists.
Yeah.
Other than like the big arena, obviously, come through. So,
that shit's right downtown too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've been there before.
Yeah.
Is it? So how many artists are on the
opening?
Yeah.
We got 5 opener artists for me. We got 22 Flocka, Phase 10, Young Yash, Meezy, and Pluto.
Okay. Do they all make the like rap music, or what kind of music do they make?
Yeah, like rap music.
All rap music.
2 of them from DMI, 2 of them from here.
Okay.
And then 3 from Lincoln.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll fuck with that. Who's helping you? Are you doing it just all on your own? Like, you're paying for everything? You got somebody like kind of helping you, sponsoring you?
This promoter down there in Casey, he really like plugged me in with the venue and stuff like that. Like, cause I opened for Young Blue in like July, I want to say.
He was in
June and July.
Omaha?
No,
or
he was
not
in Lincoln.
Omaha, Lincoln.
Yeah, Lincoln. Yeah. I opened, sold like a good amount of tickets, And like when I performed, like people knew my lyrics. You
Yeah.
know, like people like a lot of people were like, damn, like this damn near like his show.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like that plugged a lot of promoters in. Even the DJ was like that, cause then I went on her DJ show. She said the same thing.
For sure.
So like he seen it like, yeah, well, after this tape, like I feel like you should do your own.
Yeah.
Try to get your own headlining show.
Yeah.
And yeah, he just plugged me in like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going.
I'm just realizing is it the University of Nebraska's in Lincoln?
Yeah.
Is there? I mean, there's got to be quite a lot of like college students that probably tap into your shit too. I bet.
Yeah.
Damn. How did I forget that shit? Shout out to Nebraska.
Yeah, I get a pretty like I get a lot of listens from like pretty much this tri-state like Lincoln, Omaha, Des Moines.
Yeah.
I get
Have
like,
you
in Minnesota.
have you worked with anybody outside of like the tri-state, or have you like done shows anywhere else?
Nah, not yet.
No. It's coming though.
Yeah, I did a show here in Des Moines and Lincoln.
Where'd you do it at here?
I forgot what the venue was called really, but yeah, it was.
Do you remember? Were you a part of that, Genie? No.
Nah.
No.
Lefties?
Oh, okay. I got you.
Was it Lefties?
Nah.
XBK?
Nah. It was like a little minute ago.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even remember.
But you at least done one here.
Yeah. But yeah, it was pretty cool. That got my music really plugged in out here too.
Yeah.
So
You should definitely tap in with some artists and do some shit.
yeah, that's
like,
the goal. Like
yeah.
do something out of town and stuff.
Yeah,
Like, I've been
yeah.
really tapping into Atlanta and stuff. I know a lot of like producers and stuff out there already in Atlanta. So
Yeah. You been to Atlanta before?
yeah, I've been a
Like
couple
working
times.
down there, making music
Yeah,
down there? When'd you
yeah.
go do that?
I went to Atlanta in October. My homie,
That shit's gotta be crazy down
yeah,
there. Yeah.
my homie Cam, we went to high school together and
Uh-huh.
stuff. He produces, makes beats and stuff, and so like he be making beats for like Huncho and
That's
all
crazy.
Them. So like yeah, I be linking with him in the studio stuff.
So
like
you guys went out there for like a weekend or
Yeah,
a couple
like a week, yeah.
Damn. We need to go to Atlanta.
that. Yeah, it's
We need to go
like
to
a
Atlanta.
GTA server though. Like it's a fast life for real. GTA server.
Just don't fucking just don't have it say what wasted at the end.
You
know
feel
what
me?
I'm saying? Let's see here. Here's a good question. If money wasn't something that we needed to achieve, right? Like, because we're doing it for the love, right?
Yeah.
But money does help,
Yeah.
right? Helps pay the bills, helps avoid certain situations and shit. If it wasn't for the money and like trying to get a deal or whatever path that you're trying to do, would you still make music, you think? Like if it never went farther than what you're at right now, would you still make music, you think?
Yeah. I feel like I'll still make music because, like I said, it's more like a therapy for me.
Yeah.
And then, like, when I release, a lot of people relate to the music I release.
Yeah.
So that's, like, a big thing for me. That's really what keep me, like, making music, dropping
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
At a point when it was, like, when I wasn't getting much listens, I was like, damn, like, do I want to make music? But
Yeah.
people typing in, you know?
Yeah.
And I was just like, you know, it's, like, really a therapy for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With it being something that's therapeutic to you, do you accept a lot of criticism? Like say you're in the studio. Do you record with a lot of people in the studio?
Not all the time, just sometimes, not all the time, though. Yeah, a
I
couple
know
people.
I know some people, like, they got that bitch packed.
Yeah.
You know, packed. But say you got a couple homies, maybe 2 or 3, and they're like, hey, like, you could say this or something like that. Do you take it into consideration?
Yeah, I take things into consideration for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think it's hard sometimes since it's like your...
Yeah, like your experiences, trauma. And
Yeah,
stuff like
it's
that,
your
yeah.
traumas and it's it's your baby, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And for someone to be like, nah, this shit trash.
Yeah.
It's like, let me see you do something, you know?
Yeah.
You get in there and say some shit, you know?
Yeah, well, like the thing with that, like I know like some people not gonna like my music,
Yeah.
so like I try to focus on more of the people that do. 'Cause
Yeah.
I got like a lot of homies that make music that I put on making music too. That's coming up.
Yeah.
That kind of focus on the negative. It's like, nah, bro, you gotta focus on the people that do fuck with your music.
Yeah.
Cause no one's entitled to fuck with your music. You gotta remember that. You know,
Yeah.
like it's your experience. If they don't relate, they might not like it.
That shit's difficult, though.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah,
it's
it is hard.
Because as you're making it, you're like, this shit's good. This
Yeah.
shit's good. But, like, they might not fuck with it, you know?
Yeah.
It makes it hard. I remember, you know, I've dabbled a little bit. Like, I've made a song here and there. So I know how hard it is to make a song.
Yeah.
And I also know how hard it is to have people actually understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
And then for someone to be like, nah, that shit ain't it. It's
Yeah.
like, it's hard, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
How many people in your, like, circle do music?
Like my inner circle, it's really just
Because you got your buddy who's a producer
Yeah.
or engineer, right?
Yeah.
And a producer.
yeah. And then I got a couple friends that make music too.
Couple friends.
So maybe like that I'm around like a good amount.
Yeah.
Maybe like 2, 3.
2 or 3.
Yeah, they make
Yeah.
music too.
I want to go back a little bit to how I noticed like there's a lot of pain in the music, right? Give me a situation with a female that you like kind of put into a song that was like, damn, she really fucked me up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No one will say no names.
Yeah.
'Cause we're not gonna give her the clout for that. But like, damn, that situation fucked me up, so I had to put it in a song. You know?
Yeah. I feel like drive me crazy. Like I feel like that when I was making that song, like I was
You were going through it at that point.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it was just some shit like I gotta say this shit. You feel me? Like I wanna hate you, love you, but I don't wanna touch you. Memories we had, the only reason I don't say fuck you.
Yeah.
Not things you do, is how you did it. I can't trust you.
Mhm.
Like you feel me? Like yeah, like, I don't hate you, but it's love, but
Yeah.
I ain't gonna forget this shit, you know?
Yeah.
So I
That.
feel like
Yeah.
it was just like that's like one of my main.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all go through that shit though.
Yeah. I feel like it's necessary.
Yeah.
Like it really gets you. You go through your first heartbreak. I feel like your first love, because it was my first love too.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. She had you like that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like, it was first love. You know, you get like that comfortable,
Yup.
like not dependent. I want to say dependent, but you know
Nah,
what I
but-
mean.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you get real comfortable.
You start kind of just like thinking about like, oh damn, like we could, you know, this
Yeah.
shit could go a while, you know.
Yeah. And then like when you put all your love into someone,
Yeah.
you take away some of that from like your passion, you know?
Yeah.
So like I'm still doing music,
Yeah.
but I probably wasn't putting as much as I could
Yeah.
because I was so into a female, you know?
Yeah.
So like when we broke up, like all that shit happened, like I was down, but then that shit like motivated me hella.
Uh-huh.
And then that's when I just really got in my bag.
Uh-huh.
And shit just turned up.
You think she hears it?
Yeah,
Like,
she
does
be
she
hearing it, like she be hearing it. Cause like she from the city too, like
Okay.
she talked to me about it or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's not no bad blood. Like,
Yeah.
I don't- but yeah.
Shit. I never I never made a song about love or anything like that, but I could imagine like someone makes a song and they mention you in it.
Yeah.
And you're like, damn, I'm the one that did that
Yeah.
shit, you know? Like I'm the
Yeah.
reason he's got heartbreak.
Yeah.
That shit would be fucked up.
Yeah. And the
You
thing
know?
is like a lot of my songs, cause when I'm making music, I'm just going, you know, like I'll write, I'm just going. I'm thinking, putting the things that I put into, like things I experienced and stuff. And some songs I didn't even know was like, sounded like all about a female.
Okay.
Like-
Now when you're making it.
Yeah, like when
Okay.
I'm making it or record it, I'm like, nah, like I'm saying other things too
I got you.
until like I drop it and people like, damn, like this is really like a heartbreak song almost. I
Yeah.
said, damn, like this shit that is actually a heartbreak song. Damn
Yeah.
near.
Yeah. How do you pick the titles to the songs? Like I know some people will like listen through that shit and then just pick out like a word or like a phrase, you know, and I'm like a phrase of the song, or some of them might already know what the fuck they're gonna call it.
Yeah.
How do you do it? What do you do?
Some of the songs, it's just the beat name. So I go like that and then
Wait, someone will slide you like a pack of beats and it'll say like,
now like some are from YouTube.
oh, got you.
Yeah,
Okay,
so like
got you.
some already be like the beat name.
Yeah.
And it's just like that. And then some just be like, when I make a chorus, I'll have it like that, or like how you said, like pick something from the. If I feel like this is the most catchy part of the song, I'ma name it something around that.
Got
area.
you. Got you. Do you prefer to get beats off of the internet, or do you prefer to like sit in a studio with the producer and kind of chop it up and make it together and then go in and write?
Yeah, I say like sit in the studio with the producer.
Yeah.
Like getting the beats off YouTube, cool, but like you're not seeing every beat. So
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of the beats start sounding the same. You know?
Yeah.
A lot of people like a lot of producers. They're hard, you know. Everybody's trying to get on, but they start making beats that are like popping at the time. You feel me?
sure.
Like, so
Yeah.
they're making beats that are already trending. So a lot of people start sounding the same.
That's what I've noticed. That it's a lot of like type beat.
Yeah,
like Lil Baby type beat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think it would be dope to sit in on a like a producer really chopping it up and making some shit. You know?
Yeah.
I think it also helps your sound.
Yeah.
Right? I feel like if you lock in with a producer and you guys do like 6 or 7 tracks, you build that relationship, but it's like, okay, this is how this artist sounds.
Yeah.
I feel like we've seen that shit before with like I don't know, I think the easiest one is like maybe like Mustard and YG,
Yeah.
where it was like 20 tracks of like the same sound and shit, but that's his sound.
Yeah.
And you could distinctly hear that sound in at a club or some shit, and you're like, that's YG.
Yeah, for
you know
sure.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get a pretty good amount of people sending me beats now. Like,
That's what I was gonna ask you a couple questions of that. So like, how is it? Because I'm not a musician, right? So like if you're not doing it on the internet, is someone just like sending you like an email with a bunch of beats on it, or how you getting the beats, or like what's that process like?
I have some people in Lincoln that make beats too, so like
Okay.
they just send me beats sometimes, and then like now since like my music's getting heard more,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of like producers be hitting me up on Instagram and stuff,
Gotcha.
asking to send me beats and stuff.
That's
I
dope.
listen to them.
Yeah. So are they just like sending them and then you make a song and then let them know like, hey, I'm using this shit?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, like,
do you got to pay for that shit first or what?
No, they send it first, cause like they send it and then I make a song. I'll make a song and then I record it, see if I like it for real.
Gotcha.
And then before I drop it, I'll pay it for it.
Gotcha. I was just curious because I don't know any of that type of shit, How do you feel the state of, let's say, like hip hop and rap right now? Like, do you think everybody kind of sounds the same? Do you think there's like a few artists that are like in their own lane? Like,
Yeah.
Just because I'm asking that because it's like, right now, personally, right? It seems like it's a lot of like slide music.
Yeah.
Like a lot of slide music.
Like drill music.
Yeah, like drill music, right? But I remember like growing up, like middle school, high school, college, right? Like I remember you had like Wayne, and then immediately you had like Gucci.
Yeah.
And there was like two distinctly different sounds, right? One was like metaphoric rap, like I'm really rapping. Then you had Gucci, who could also rap, but it was like I'm in the trap, like trap music, right? And it was all about getting money and shit. And then the Chicago shit blew up, and it was like straight drill music for a long time. And now I feel like it's a lot of like drill music still, but there's a few artists kind of like a Rollo, right? He's rapping, but he's also like a lot of melody, like singing a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about the music industry and like how it sounds right now?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of artists are doing melody now. Like even like a lot of artists that started off with drill, they're doing melody. Cause like drill isn't really like what's the word? There's no longevity in it.
No, I think it's hard to do it for a long time.
Yeah,
like, you can only talk about that shit for so long.
Yeah, and it's like it's so easy.
Yeah,
it doesn't really show how you are as an artist. Yeah, you're just talking about the same thing over and over again. So like that's why I feel like a lot of drill artists like they can make drill, but at some point people gonna get tired of it. Yeah, and then once they're tired of it, like what you gonna do? Yeah. So like you see like a lot of drill artists, they start trying to go into showing the melody back too. So like. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are making melody. I don't even listen to drill, really. Yeah. Honestly, like, I don't listen to drill that much.
There was this thing that I saw the other day. It's kind of funny because I had asked if you had done like any like singing music, like not R&B, but just like melody type shit. Yeah. And it was this dude saying like the reason why we got a bunch of drill music still is because these young kids like never listened to R&B song. Like. I can't even think off the top of my head right now who was like a big R&B artist in like the 90s or like the early 2000s.
Yeah. Like Lauren London, all that.
Yeah. But I think just like as like people, right? I think at that time it was okay to listen to like a Genuine. And then like if you could still listen to like some hard shit, like Nas or Jay-Z, and it wasn't just like only Nas and Jay-Z. It was of everything, right? I'm curious to see like how it'll evolve in the next couple years. I feel like the music industry as a whole right now is like it's like right here, and it's either gonna like drop and somebody's just gonna boom and be a completely different sound, because they won't be scared to like try new things. And speaking for you, do you see yourself like like trying new things? Like I know you did that dance hall beat, right? But do you see yourself like just tapping into a whole bunch of different lanes as you continue your career, right?
Yeah, for sure. I'm open to like try anything really.
Yeah.
I try to focus on not just sounding like everybody else. That's my big thing. Like have my own flow and stuff like that. A lot of people can get stuck in one flow and then you getting compared to this other artist.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like you never yourself.
Yeah.
I try to keep my own flow.
Do you have a list, like a top 5 list of collabs that you would want to do out there?
Like anybody, like
any genre. This shit. It could be a hook from Adele.
Oh shit,
That should be hard, right? That should be hard. Yeah.
I say anybody. I say Ed Sheeran.
You fuck with Ed Sheeran?
Yeah.
He's pretty dope.
Like I said, I fuck with Dirk. So Dirk.
I heard Ed Sheeran doesn't even charge for features.
Yeah.
If he fucks with you, he'll give you a free feature.
Yeah, for sure.
That shit might do numbers.
Yeah, for sure.
Billions.
Oh, yeah. And then I'll probably say, who else? I'll probably do like a old like kind of like pop or something like that, like Neighborhood or something like that.
Okay.
And then as like a chorus, you feel me? And then I feel like I do Future.
I fuck with Future.
Yeah, Future for sure.
I think I don't think there's people out there that realize how much of a GOAT Future is.
Yeah.
Like it's specifically like right now with the whole like Drake and Kendrick and Future getting rapped and all that shit. I think people see Drake. Well, you got to think about it this way too, right? Because like Drake is the easier one to appeal to, right? Like if we're just talking about like, let's just say Midwest, right? Let's say Midwest. Like, there's a lot of white people in the Midwest, right? Which is fine. I ain't saying nothing about white people. But what I'm saying is, it's easier for them to listen to a Drake because he's all over the place.
Yeah, he's
like,
so versatile.
Yeah, so versatile, right? Where I think it might be harder for them to listen to like a Future because he's like, his like delivery and the type of beats and the shit he talks about, it's different.
Yeah.
But I personally think that Future has hit so many pockets, just like Drake has.
Yeah.
That like I think they're like neck and neck.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Future be sliding.
Yeah. And he's like, I mean, he's writing for like Beyonce and like all these people, and I don't think a lot of people probably don't know that, you know. Yeah. But I think he would be dope. I think you guys doing a collab, that shit would be crazy too.
Yeah, for
Future,
sure.
You gotta find Zay for sure.
Man, hey.
You gotta find
it'll
Zay
be a hit for real.
Yeah. Can you tell the fans or the viewers if they were to pull up like a Spotify with your name on it right now, what songs they should listen to first?
Songs you listen to first, I say Through With Me. That's probably a lot of people know that song.
You want to tell them kind of what it's about, maybe?
So I feel like that song is just like, so it's like, you say you through with me, it's cool with me. Like a girl say she done with me, like it's cool, it's whatever. Like I'm just focused on my stuff anyways. Like I'm getting money, and yeah, that's really what it's about. Like a girl break up with you, I'm cool, fuck you. Like
so Through With Me.
Yeah.
What's another one? Off
the tape, I'm gonna say Reason, and then to kind of like change things up, I say Road to a Million.
I fuck with her. I saw the video. Yeah, that shit was hard.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And then Drive Me Crazy or Gave It All.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tap into those songs if you're on Spotify. All platforms, right?
Yeah, all platforms. Everything on all platforms, man.
And the project is called?
Golden Child.
Just let them know your socials. Any other information that you want them to know, and then
my Instagram __ ZayK, so ZAYK, and my Twitter FSO _ ZayK. So
find them. Go follow him. Follow his Spotify. You got Apple, all of them.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's on all platforms. ZayK.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah,
Spotify.
it should be like
music.
the first name.
Go watch his YouTube shit too, because we can make money on that. So go run those numbers up. Thank you for popping out, bro.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate it, bro.
Thank you.